It's such a large undertaking to think about what A21 does to abolish slavery in the 21st century. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got started and what you refer to as your Schindler's List moment?
You know, when I was talking to a whole bunch of young women who had been shipped over in a shipping container to Turkey, and there were 60 girls in that shipping container. When they opened the container, the air filtration system had broken, so 30 of those girls had died. And so can you just imagine, you know, I was in Istanbul on Sunday, so I'm watching shipping containers come in, so this is very real for me. And then they took the remaining 30 girls, put them in apartments, rape them, beat them. That's what you tend to do. You break them down. Fear, terror is what drives trafficking. And so then they put the girls in little boats to take them across to Athens from Istanbul. The Coast Guard came. Now, you got to remember, these girls are from villages, probably never seen sort of like water in this way. And so that the traffickers would not get caught with the girls in the boat, they just threw them overboard. 25 of those girls drowned. 5 of those girls survived, of which one of them ended up in our transition home. And as she was saying this to me, I'm flabbergasted. I'm bawling my eyes out. This other Russian girl that was next to her, she said to me, "Why did you come? We're just in this transition home." And I started to tell her about the love of God, and that, you know, it's for freedom. Christ set us free, and that she can have a hope, and God wants to redeem her life. Anyway, I'm giving her this great gospel story. She goes to me, "Stop. If what you are telling me about your God is true, if this is true, then why didn't you come sooner?" And that is what I call in the book my Schindler's List moment. It's like, you know what? If we all believe what we say we believe about Jesus, about the gospel, about our purpose on the earth, then why aren't we going sooner? And the book is not a book about trafficking. The book is a book about our responsibility as the church to go into a lost and a dying world and to get over the stuff that daunts us, because God has not given us a spirit of fear, and go into the darkness, because greater is he that is in us than he that is in the world. And we've got to dispel the darkness with the light and the life of Christ.
Where does your global network focus the most? Is it on educating people like me about human trafficking? Is it in getting laws amended, or rescuing and healing those who are enslaved, or something else?
I think you've got to do both things. You've got to put nets at the top of the cliff to stop people falling, and then you've also got to have an ambulance at the bottom to say, okay, let's go rescue those that are broken. I think some of the sensationalism because of TV, and I think the romantic myth of I'm Liam Neeson in Taken, I've got a particular set of skills and I want to go and use them. I think some of that is a romantic myth. It's hard work, and often very non-glamorous, very non-glorious, very gut-wrenching. You've got to be in it for the long haul to really, you know, it's got to go beyond just clicking like on a Facebook page. It's got to go beyond slacktivism to say, I want to actively be involved. I want my life to be inconvenienced. I'm not expecting to change this overnight. I'm committed for the long haul, and I'm going to work on both fronts, helping educate people along the way, because no one can do anything unless they know something about it. But also, it's not enough just to kind of go, oh, this is a cool little cause. It's not a cool cause. It's for freedom. Christ set us free. So we should be committed to bringing that freedom and liberty to lost and broken people.
I was on your website earlier, and I saw the following quote, which I loved. It said, "Leaders must remain prisoners of hope, even in the most challenging of situations." So even as you're leading the way to free others, you yourself are operating under a paradigm of being a prisoner, which was very interesting. Explain how that helps you find your way through the challenges.
I think, you know, well, Zechariah says that we're to stay prisoners of hope. We live in a very hopeless world. If you look at the pragmatic, just the reality of the situation, 27 million slaves. Am I going to abolish that? No. But how do I stay hope-filled? I stay hope-filled because my hope comes from outside of me. Jesus is this hope we have as an anchor for our soul. I think when people talk of compassion fatigue, it's because your hope becomes in a system or in your own power to change something. Well, I can't. My hope is that Jesus actually changed it all 2,000 years ago. So if I can just bring that hope, the same freedom that I found. Here's this kid. I was left in a hospital, unnamed and unwanted. I was sexually abused for 12 years. Well, you know what? I encountered the reality of Jesus Christ. He set me free. And the same Jesus that set me free can set others free. That is what drives me. So if I can stay a prisoner of the hope of Christ, then no matter how overwhelming my external circumstances are, and they can be extremely daunting, the only way I can stay undaunted in the midst of that is to wear the restraints, the captivity. There's a good captivity, and that is that I'm a bondservant of Christ. I'm actually a slave, but I'm a bondslave of Him. So if I stay in slavery there, I'm free everywhere else, and I can bring hope in the midst of darkness. I think what a lot of us do is we lose the source of our hope, we lose sight of our hope, so we become very hopeless. So it is crucial that you remain chained and shackled to Christ, because that's the source of your hope. I think if we find that, then I'm not trying to be a hero. I'm not trying to bring all the answers. I'm just trying to bring a taste of Jesus into this lost and broken world, and then He can do what He does best, which is set people free.